3, 2, 1. Well, this week it's fitting to end the work week with a gorgeous day again. We do have some blue skies, some high clouds, not completely sunny like it has been the past couple of days, but still very nice. It's out at Douglas Lake, and there have been people out enjoying themselves and watching the beautiful conditions and leaves changing, hopefully catching some fish, like I'm sure they would like to have. Warm and dry conditions will continue, not only today, but for tomorrow too. Now, tomorrow's going to be warmer. We're going to have a south wind shift, and that will really warm us up quite a bit. And also, it's going to moisten the atmosphere up, so it'll feel a little bit more humid through this weekend. Increasing wind, though, also. It'll be breezy on Saturday, and Sunday it may even be windy, especially in the mountains, up to 30 to 40 mile an hour wind gusts as this front pulls through. Showers and isolated storms are on tap too along this front. Finally, we get some much needed rain. Hopefully it'll be area wide. Tennessee at Alabama, not a local game now, but in Alabama it's going to be 87 degrees at 5. Well, partly cloudy sky, so it'll be a bit warm to start. Probably around the middle 80s to low 80s when the game gets underway, and then fall into the 70s with partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies. The clouds are going to be thickening up throughout the evening, and also the wind may pick up a little bit. It could affect the passing game. We'll see. 77 degrees in Knoxville. This is our afternoon high, and the rest of us, well, we're going to be close to that, if not flirting with 80 degrees. We'll be in the mid-70s up in the northeast, close to Virginia, and also near the Kentucky line and back over the Cumberland Plateau. Temperature trend, it is going to go up for one day. You could see 82 for Saturday and then drop down closer to normal or average this time of the year for a few days with another front coming. This time it'll be mainly dry. There's a slight chance of some rain showers along with it as it passes through on Tuesday. And then our highs for a little while may dip down into the 60s while our lows dip down in the low 40s. That means there could be some 30s around and a potential for some patchy areas of frost too for the first time this season. We'll see. Also, muggy meter is showing it's going to be a little bit muggy come Saturday and Sunday. Our dew point's going to rise. That's going to moisten the atmosphere, and that's why we have some rain chances too ahead of this front. But then it's going to drop back off as dry air pushes in, and it'll feel comfortable once again. Futurecast showing you that high pressure dome that's been helping give us fine weather the entire week. Well, that ridge is moving on. So it will allow this front to eventually slide in. Now, as the high gets more to our east and the low pressure on that front gets closer, the wind field is going to get a little stronger in between. Wind circulates clockwise around the high pressure, counterclockwise around the low, and it's going to draw up warmth and moisture from the Gulf. And as it does so, showers and storms are going to blow up ahead of this front and slide into the state by Saturday. Now, Saturday morning, they do have a potential for some severe weather in Memphis, and our Saturday afternoon through the evening. And as it moves through the central part of the state, it'll arrive for us early in the morning on Sunday. But by that time, the storm should be weakening. So we don't expect any severe weather per se, but we could have a few isolated storms embedded in the mix and a little stronger back over the plateau as they do weaken. However, the rain is certainly going to be much needed, and that's going to pull through in the morning. As the front will eventually come in, we'll still have some spotty showers along that front in the early afternoon. Potential precipitation amounts, about a half an inch to an inch. Of course, if you get a good dousing with a thunderstorm, it could exceed that, but this is an average amount that hopefully a lot of us will have, since the ground definitely needs it. 7-day forecast for you, breezy through the weekend, and then cooler temperatures for next week. Sunshine does return eventually as we get a few clouds with the front on Tuesday, while full sun thereafter on Wednesday. Hope you enjoyed this weekend. I'll see you again very soon.